Who would win in a hand-to-hand fight, Stanley or Ashtray?
Oh my God.
Today we're going to be talking all things Umbrella Academy, and to keep things interesting, we're going to let you choose the questions.
Me?
The first choice is between a promo question or a no promo question. Which do you want to pick?
Promo question.
So if you could have any of the Umbrella Academy superpowers, which ones would you choose?
I'd probably just pick super strength. I don't know. I'd want to be like super strong. So I think that's
already
pretty
super
cool.
strong. You're a boxer.
Yeah, but like extra strong, I would win absolutely every fight. So, be sick. I just knock everybody out.
Very smart. Okay, and now big options. A Euphoria question or an Umbrella Academy question?
Umbrella Academy question.
Okay, slightly linked to Euphoria, but if Ashtray were to come back from the dead, like Ben does in Umbrella Academy, what would he do first?
Honestly, I don't know if he would calm down or just go on an absolute rampage. It's
Who's he getting revenge on?
He could do either of the, he could just go and just go crazy, or he would just calm down. But honestly, he would probably go crazy. The first thing he would do is make sure his brother was all right, though.
I mean, is that confirmation that he is dead, though?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not just saying that. I actually don't know. I would tell you, but I have no clue.
Okay, giving it back to Umbrella Academy. Umbrella versus Sparrow. Which question do you want?
Let's do Umbrella.
If you could choose 6 other celebrities, dead or alive, to form your own academy, who would you choose?
Man, I don't know. I'd want to pick some really good actors. I'm gonna pick some guys that are also strong too. All right, I'm gonna start off with The Rock. The Rock is a good option. Jason Momoa is a good option, and then I'm gonna pick David Bautista. He's a good option. And then, okay, that's 3. I need 6. Honestly, I'm gonna throw Robert De Niro in there because his acting is so good. God, this is hard. This is a good question, though. I like this one.
In a life or death situation, which Umbrella Academy actor would you trust to save your life?
I would trust David, who plays Diego. So I would trust David for sure.
I mean, how much fun did you guys have acting together this season?
We had a lot of fun. I would grab his knives all the time and I would just start flipping them. It was so fun.
Did you get injured at all on set?
No, I didn't get injured at all, but I definitely made some people mad when I was flipping knives on set for sure. Because because he was trying to teach me how to do it, and everyone's don't do that. It was super funny.
So does he do all his tricks himself?
Yeah. No, he does all of that. He learned all the tricks, yeah, but with even all the knives and stuff, he had to take time to learn all of that. And during the first season, and he just does it so naturally, and I'm just how do you do that? It's crazy what he does.
Okay, up next, a superhero question or a villain question?
Villain question, for sure.
So you've already said that you want to play the next Robin in a Batman franchise, but are there any iconic villains that you'd love to play?
I want to play the Joker when I get a little older so bad. I would love to play the Joker. That'd be a lot of fun. Really, any super villain would be super cool to play, but mainly the Joker. That'd be dope.
Out of the Marvel films that are already out there, is there any other films you'd love to be in?
Maybe in the future, some I don't know, Iron Man or something like that could be really, really cool.
Yeah, Iron Man, the reboot. I think we need you right front and center, Tony Stark. Okay, a Fez question or a Diego question?
Diego question.
What did you learn most from David on set?
I got to build a really good bond with him, which was super good. So I got to learn that kind of chemistry on set. I've learned it before, but it was extra close this time, and really with everybody there. But the chemistry was for sure there with the whole cast, and I really learned that pretty much from everybody.
Well, what I love about your 2 huge roles to date so far is that you have a sort of buddy in each of the franchises. So obviously you've got David as Diego, and then you had Fez. If it's true that Ashtray is dead and gone for sure, what are you going to miss most about working with Angus?
I think I'm going to miss most about working with Angus is his personality. He was just so fun on set. He would say stuff to just make us all laugh, and we all just loved being around him. He was just a good soul to be around, so I really hope I'm back, but if I'm not, it's all good. I'm excited about Umbrella Academy, so
We're praying. Well, they changed the script, didn't they, on you last minute? Originally Fez was going to get shot.
Yeah, they did change the script, but honestly I'm happy with the way it ended because everything happens for a reason. So it's all good the way I went out like a boss, so I'm not even mad.
Yeah, and we just need you in all the Umbrella Academy seasons now?
Yeah, every single one.
Okay, so an acting question or a boxing question?
Ooh, I want to do a boxing question.
Who would win in a hand-to-hand combat fight, Stanley or Ashtray?
Oh my God, that's like Ashtray all day. Like, that's not even a question. Like, at the end of the day, like, Stanley's like a kid, and Ashtray, like, you look at him as like an adult, you know? Like, you look at him as he's older and he doesn't care. Like, he does whatever he wants. So I got Ashtray all day. He's like an old soul. So.
But what about Ashtray and Maddie?
Ashtray. I mean,
obviously Maddie and Cassie just won Best Fight at the VMAs, but I feel like Ashtray.
It was crazy. That was a fun fight to watch. That was a really fun.
And I mean, talking about your like acting career in general, you've been in 2 iconic TV shows now. Are there any other big TV shows you'd love to be a part of?
Honestly, I really wanted to do Peaky Blinders. That would have been really cool. But honestly, like, I don't want to set limits on what I could have done or what I want to do, because I'm open to whatever opportunities come to me. I'm a strong believer, kind of like what I said before, like, everything happens for a reason. So if I'm not in that, I know I'll get picked up for something that I really, really like. So, you know, I wouldn't really say like something that I really want to be in or anything, but Peaky Blinders was definitely up there.
I feel like you'd also kill it in something like Stranger Things.
Yeah, like Stranger Things could be cool too.
Okay, school or work?
Oh, work all day. I love work. I don't love school.
So obviously you're a child actor and you've worked with some iconic former child stars, obviously Elliot Page in Umbrella Academy and then Zendaya in Euphoria. Have they given you any advice about working at your age?
Honestly, like, I haven't gotten much advice from them, but I've really just learned from the people that I have been watching on set, like, their acting ability. Like, I've been able to like watch them and kind of like just pick up little things that they do to become a better actor, you know, because everybody I've worked with, they've been phenomenal actors. So there's definitely been times where I've been able to almost like pick up things from them and get better at acting just in general.
In both series, basically, you're like the youngest main cast member, and yet you stand alongside them. There's like no difference in the acting quality. How does it feel being the youngest person on set? I
like being the youngest on set. Like, it's really cool to be able to learn from everybody else. And I don't know, like, it's just fun being the youngest, because I don't know, it's like being the youngest kid, you know? It's cool. I like it.
And real or fake?
Fake.
I mean, we sort of alluded to this earlier, but you've had some pretty wild scenes in Umbrella Academy and Euphoria. What's the wildest thing you've ever had to do on screen, and has it been you or have you had to use a stunt double?
The wildest thing I did on screen was probably climb up a building for this project called Samaritan that's coming out pretty soon that I'm super excited about. That's coming out probably like around August or so. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun for everybody to see. But I had to climb up a building, and that was like a stunt that I actually did. And I do all my own stunts, right? But of course, there's some things that are just like absolutely absurd. And I do everything. I do everything. But climbing up a building was pretty scary for me.
So did they offer you a stunt double, or are you just like, no way? Yeah,
I mean, they offered me a stunt double, of course. And I'm just like, nah, like, I got it. I was a gymnast for a very, very long time. I competed at a very high level. So I always know, like, I can take it on, even if it's a little sketchy.
Well, and I guess finally, just touching on, obviously you are doing your boxing alongside your acting. Are there any big dreams you have boxing wise that you really want to achieve?
Yeah, so I want to be a world champion. That's really my goal. I want to go pro soon when I get a little older, and I want to take that as far as I can go. And I want to be a world champion boxing. That's the goal.
You've shown us already with your acting, like, the world is your oyster, Javon. So I really think anything you set your mind to, you've got it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Click down below to subscribe to Hot Buzz videos like this.